So very briefly in the last video on the Golgi apparatus I mentioned lysosomes as being vesicles filled with digestive enzymes, and here on this electron micrograph we can see lysosomes. They're always pretty spherical, some of them may look more oval in shape. They don't seem to have any structures that are identifiable inside of them, that's fine. Here's the Golgi apparatus here that's made them, these curved stacks of cisternae, and just to give you a bit of a size indication, this here is a mitochondrion, there's another one, there's another one, this is another one, and this is another one, with those cristae running across them. So lysosomes, not much to say about them apart from they are vesicles, spheres of membrane. So, remembering that how they've been made is they've been made by the Golgi apparatus, packaging up this modified protein, the enzymes, into these little vesicles called lysosomes. The lysosomes only have one membrane surrounding them, so on the last diagram it looked like a double line, but it was just representing a sort of, it was just a thick membrane. This is more of a single line and is how it really is. So, lysosomes, little spheres filled with digestive or hydrolytic enzymes, and their main job is waste disposal. They're like the bin men of the cell. So, how they do that? The hydrolytic enzymes will break down anything that they come into contact with, so really good idea to have it separate from all the rest of your cell. They fuse with the membranes of old or damaged organelles. Old and damaged organelles are destroyed, and the parts then reused to make new ones. So you don't repair anything, you don't repair a cell, you get rid of it and make a new one to replace it. Same with the organelles, so this is a mitochondrion, the membranes are fusing together, it's all kept in a vesicle so the hydrolytic enzyme doesn't do any damage elsewhere, breaks down the old organelle. The products will then leave that vesicle gets smaller and smaller as the products go, and they can be reused to make more organelles. This bit of the diagram over here shows another function of lysosomes. So for some cells, they actually take in food particles by a process called endocytosis or phagocytosis. They engulf those food particles, and you may have heard of that at GCSE in terms of white blood cells engulfing bacteria. These food vesicles, or food vacuoles as they're sometimes called in animal cells, will then, again, you've got your whatever it is, whether it's a bacterium, a particle of food, a bit of protein, it's kept separate from the rest of the cytoplasm. Really important if it's something really not good for you or good for the cell. The lysosomes then, these are staying inside the cells, they're not secretory at all, are going to fuse with the vesicle of food and then digest those food particles. Products again will leave that food vacuole. It's actually at this stage it's called a phagosome. The products leave. Anything that's indigestible or not wanted could then potentially in that vesicle leave in the same way as a secretory vesicle does, fuse with the membrane and dump the waste on the outside of the cell. So if you're something like an amoeba, that might be something that you're doing all the time. You're digesting what you can, using what you can, and exocytosing the things that you don't want or don't need. So, main function of lysosomes then is digestion, old and damaged organelles, or digestion of food particles coming in. The other thing that they do, I did say a little bit earlier that if you have a damaged cell, you get rid of it, and the way that you get rid of it is these lysosomes will actually burst open and digest the whole cell so that there's nothing left. The products again will leave and can be reused to make new cells to replace the ones that are damaged. So lysosomes, very handy getting rid of things.